Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yeji, like yay, G. And today we're gonna talk about what I eat in a day to achieve my dream body through body profiling photo shoot. For those of you that don't know what body profiling is, I'll link my previous video somewhere up here for you guys to check it out. So before I share what I eat in a day, I want to preface this video by saying that this is not sustainable. Like what I eat right now is not sustainable long term. The reason being is that I have a goal to achieve. In order to achieve a goal, I'm okay with eating lower calories than what I'm normally used to. And yes, it's difficult. Going on a diet is difficult. We all know that. But we also know that it's not sustainable because there's not enough nutrients or enough calories that you're consuming in a day. So long term, it can actually have a side effect on your health. So that is why I want to say this out loud, that this is not sustainable, and I'm only doing this for a 2-month period for my body profiling. After this is done, I'm gonna go back to regular eating habits, which I should still try to eat healthy, right? Because I need to maintain this body. But I probably won't go back to eating lunch boxes like I do right now. On average, women who are trying to lose weight need to consume around 1 gram to 1.5 grams per their body weight in terms of kilograms. So right now I weigh roughly, I want to say around 50 kilos, and I like to take protein on the higher end, so 1.5. So I would need to consume 75 grams of chicken, like protein, like chicken breast is the best thing, right? So basically 75 grams of chicken is what I need to take per day to lose weight. I also like to go a little higher, 75 grams instead of 50 grams on the lower end, because I currently don't take any protein shakes. So my trainer is a little conservative and he doesn't like me taking protein shakes. I mean, protein shakes are essentially a supplement. So you're supposed to eat healthy, but take protein shakes to supplement your diet. But if you can already get the right amount of chicken in your diet, then you don't necessarily need to take a protein shake. And actually, I've had very bad experiences in the past with protein shakes. I mean, I've tried them all, I want to say. I mean, I wouldn't say I've tried all the brands out there, of course not, but I've tried a good amount. So I've gone whey, I've gone vegan, I've tried Vega to Sun Warrior, I've even tried online ones like Woman's Best. And for some reason, I just gained weight. So I've mentioned before in my previous video that I only have 2 months to work out. Well, 2.5 months to work out. Month 1, my trainer recommended me to eat normal food, but each time I eat normal food, I should just have like 1 chicken breast alongside my regular meals. The reason why is because he wanted me to go on a bulk. So bulk doesn't necessarily mean that you're gaining weight. He just wanted me to eat enough so that I can maintain that muscle, because when month 2 comes, I would go on a cut. So when cutting time comes along in month 2, you're losing weight, and so all the muscle that you put on in month 1 is also going to decrease in size. So what he wanted me to do is to maintain as much of muscle as possible, even though I'm going on a cut. So now, being the 2nd month, I'm taking 3 lunch boxes a day. So these lunch boxes range in calories from like 200 to like 350. That is because my basal metabolic rate, which is also known as BMR, is 1200 calories. So 1200 calories is what my body needs to function at rest. So month 2, while I'm going on a cut, I would need to decrease my calories. And the trainer and I decided to keep it at 900 calories, because if you go too low, then you start starving and you get super hungry. So it's much harder to go on a diet. And so we decided to keep it at 900. So that means an extra 300 calories I need to decrease from my original calories, during normal times. So lunch boxes, like I mentioned, consists of roughly 200-300 calories, maybe 350. So 3 of them a day isn't gonna kill me. Now, these lunch boxes taste great. They're super convenient. They're frozen, so you just have to pop it in the microwave, heat it up. So convenience-wise, that's excellent. That's why I decided to go the lunchbox route instead of me physically making food every day. I've done that in college, like trying to measure the right amount of chicken and to cook it and then put the seasoning on it. It's just too much work. Like honestly, it's just too much work. And so I just decided to go with a lunchbox idea. Yes, it could get a little pricier because you are buying your meals. But in Korea, these lunch boxes, they cost around like $2-3 per lunch box. So that is the reason why that I eat it. That is the reason why I ate regular food during month 1 and I didn't really go on like a full-on diet until month 2. So month 1, what I would eat is, I'm in Korea and Koreans love rice. So I'd eat a bowl of rice and I would have like side dishes, Korean side dishes, but nothing too spicy or too salty. So he even recommended that I don't even eat kimchi, and that is like the national food of Korea. So I would just eat rice with a chicken breast on the side and just side dishes, but nothing too like strong and flavored. Month 2 is when right now I'm going through a cut. So I ordered online lunch boxes, and each of them contain around 20 grams of chicken. So I mentioned that I need 75 grams of chicken a day. So what I would do is 3 lunch boxes, that's around like 60 grams of chicken, and I would intake another chicken breast on the side. Of course, going on a cut is not easy, it's difficult. I mean, you're reducing the amount of calories that you're intaking, and you know our gut has something called gut receptors, whereas the more you eat, the bigger your gut stretches, the larger it stretches, and therefore you're gonna have to fill it up with more food. The smaller your gut, the smaller amount of food that you're gonna intake. But what happens before we go on like a diet or change up our lifestyle to eat healthy is that we're used to our gut being filled with unhealthy things like junk food and fast food and all that. And so your gut is already stretched, and it's stretched with bad stuff, right? But if you turn that around and intake healthy food, well, eventually the gut's gonna realize that and then stretch back down to the regular size, the normal size your body requires it to be. Therefore, your body's not gonna start craving bad food. So yes, I am on a diet, so of course it's difficult. I mean, I get hungry, I'm a human being. Of course, I'm thinking constantly about food every day. But one thing that I had to overcome is that because I'm thinking of food, I need to do other things to keep myself busy. So I need to, go out or do things, keep myself busy so that I don't think about food. I think thinking about food doesn't help, because the more you think about it, the more hungry you get, and you're like, and you start eating junk. So a lot of people like to snack, like almonds and stuff, but my trainer actually told me almonds are pretty bad to snack on because they have such a high fat percentage in them. I mean, healthy fat, but they do have a high fat percentage that you need to eat the exact number of almonds. So most people are like, okay, 20 almonds, but 20 almonds is not enough for me to keep my body like full. So what happens is most people overeat 20 almonds, like pieces of almonds, and so that defeats the purpose of snacking, because you're gonna intake a lot of fat in your body when you're going on a diet, right? So actually a healthy snack would be like cherry tomatoes or like carrots, of course without sauces, just plain like that. Another good thing is like Korean popcorn, we call it like gangnengi. Oh my gosh, my mom bought like a huge bag of this Korean popcorn the other day, and I love those things. I can't resist. So you can eat it, you can eat these snacks, but it's just that I'm supposed to limit, right? But if it's in front of me, I'm bound to eat a lot more than I should. Another snack that I really enjoy is Korean rice cakes. So we call it like 뻥튀기. It's old people food, but I just like those. There's actually a diet in Korea where people just eat that to lose weight. So I mean, it's not unhealthy for you. So the biggest challenges I've faced while going on this diet is, of course, feeling hungry. The American Psychological Association published a paper saying that the #1 reason why people fail on diets is because they're hungry, and it makes sense. I mean, it's a psychological thing, right? So that is why you need to always keep your body full. But sometimes what happens with me is like, I'm not hungry, but I just have this feeling of needing to chew something, or like, I'm not hungry, but I want something. Do you get that? Yeah, and so what I sometimes do is just drink tea, just to kind of give my body the feeling of being full. So during this whole dieting period, I did have cheating days. Cheating days are not necessarily like cheating days where you go out and eat like pizza or like Chinese food or fast food. No, cheating days still should be eating healthy, but you're eating a little more than you should perhaps, that's what I consider a cheating day. So for instance, when I go out to eat, I'm in Korea right now. Korean barbecue, it's like my favorite food in the world. I mean, who hates Korean barbecue? I've never met a single person in my life that says they don't like Korean barbecue. So I'm in Korea, I'm gonna go get Korean barbecue, but what I had to accommodate is instead of eating pork, like bacon, like samgyeopsal, I had to eat beef, like red meat. So that's another thing, like then are you really like having a cheating day? You're not enjoying the meal fully. But I mean, those are the things that you have to sacrifice if you want to see results. And for me, results right now are more important than me eating happily, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and I actually have a question for you. If you know any brands that are in the States that do like lunch boxes, like delivery lunch boxes, like rankingdoc.com, please let me know down in the description box, because I'd love to order some and try them out. I do know Freshly is a delivery service that I've used before. I just don't know if the calories are around like 200 to 300 range. But if you know a brand that's specifically made for like working out, losing weight type of lunchbox meals, please let me know, because I would love to try them out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!